for that. And the big one to watch tomorrow will be Kotak Mahindra Bank. Gaurav now joins in with what the street expects.
Well, yes, when we look at Kotak Mahindra Bank, let's see what do we know so far. Loan book growth is at around 16% and deposit growth is at around 15%. Now, when we look at these numbers, these are actually great numbers. In fact, if we compare it with the private sector banks who have reported numbers so far, these are the highest that they have been reported so far. But let's understand what happened in the last quarter. We saw last quarter net interest margins decline almost by 30 basis points, while credit costs that inched up almost by 30 basis points as well. And this was because of the stress in MFI as well as retail CV segment. And at the same time, net interest margins also declined because of the repo rate cut stress that we saw. Apart from that, now when we go ahead in second quarter, the street is expecting around 4% growth in terms of net interest income. They're expecting net interest margins to decline just by 9 basis points, and the reason being that we have already seen a big fall in first quarter. When we talk about the PPOP, which is pre-provisional operating profit, we may see an increase of around 5% on a year-on-year basis. We may see some kind of support coming up from the other income, and at the same time, when it comes to provisions and credit costs, now they're expecting 20 basis point of fall on a sequential basis in terms of credit costs. Now, when we look at the credit cost, the reported number could come anywhere between 0.7%, and as a result, when it comes to profit, we may see a flattish number. In fact, they're expecting around 2% decline on a year-on-year basis in terms of profit. But going ahead, what is important is that how the commentary is going to be on the asset quality, specifically on the MFI side, because as highlighted earlier in first quarter, MFI stress was peaked out in last quarter. So let's see if they are giving any kind of commentary on that front as well as retail CV. Second is that the commentary of net interest margins. Is this the bottom of net interest margins and will they expand from here on? And third is the commentary on growth. Remember, they always wanted unsecured book to grow somewhere in the range of 15%. So let's see how they are forecasting growth for Kotak Mahindra Bank. But as of now, we're expecting flattish numbers in terms of profit from the bank in this quarter.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Gaurav. By the way, guys, before we slip into that short break, just want to focus on one story.